I'm looking at the AFC North. This is a preview before the preseason starts. It all starts with the hype surrounding the Cleveland Browns, and with good reason. Las Vegas books have the Browns favored for the AFC North. I agree they should be one of the favorites. I'm not so sure that the hype has not overtaken reality. I'm going to be placing my bets to win this division on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'll explain as I go along. The Browns had a solid season in 2018, and the additions they made in the offseason are very positive towards a continued improvement in the division. The attitude in Cleveland is upbeat and optimistic. They have a dynamic leader on the field, in Baker Mayfield, who had nearly a full season under his belt. I see a ton of upside for him going forward. They also have a new head coach in Freddie Kitchens, and that to me warrants caution. It's a real gamble to bring someone in that doesn't have head coaching experience. That pedigree can go a long way in tough situations. Kitchens was a running back coach for the Browns last season and now tasked with managing several big egos on this team while battling some fierce competition. Only time will tell how that works out. But for me, the Browns are overhyped and overpriced at this time. I'm not saying they're going to be bad. I'm just saying it's not the right price, and reality has gone out the door. Vegas has their win total at 9. That's a good line. I don't see much of an edge there. I could see them winning 9. But how do you bet it over? The price is too high. You have to lay 140 if you go over, or even 150 as the hype continues. The value would be betting it on the under. And I might just do that, especially if I get it to 9.5. Looking at the bottom of the AFC North, we see Cincinnati Bengals, Andy Dalton, he's still there at quarterback. They've changed their coaching staff. Lots of changes, offensive schemes, etc., etc. The Bengals have 3 tough division opponents in the Browns, the Steelers, and the Ravens. I don't see the Bengals doing much of anything. Vegas has the line at 6, minus 130 to the under. I personally don't see the Bengals winning 7 games, so I'm betting the under on the Bengals. And now, of course, they have injuries, key injuries, to Green at wide receiver. I'm betting that under. Next up are the Baltimore Ravens. This club, this is difficult to read. Lamar Jackson is kind of an outlier. You just don't know what you're going to get from him. If he improves his passing, he could be a big threat. John Harbaugh says they're solid. They're fitting their schemes to Jackson's talents, and they should. I have a visual memory of how the Chargers took them apart last year in the playoffs. Can they overcome their obvious weaknesses that showed up in that game? Vegas has the total wins at 8.5. The under is the favorite at 135. I agree this is a tough line to bet. I would probably bet it under, and I might just do so. 8 would be a number that I would probably stay away from, but 8.5, putting this team as 8-8 for the season, makes sense to me. Looking at the Steelers, the team that I feel will win this, I feel that Mike Tomlin in the past has made some mistakes by being too friendly with his players. Le'Veon Bell is gone, Brown is gone. These are 2 highly talented people, but they were a problem. And now I believe that Roethlisberger is rededicated himself, as has Tomlin. I see an upswing. This is This is a team that has two Super Bowl wins under their belt, lots of pedigree, and when you go Tomlin against Kitchens from a standpoint of experience in big games, it's no match. Tomlin has it. He's done it. He's been there. So has Big Ben. Baker Mayfield has not. So if it gets down to that type of situation, I give Roethlisberger a big edge. I give the Steelers a big edge in experience. Not so much in talent. I think the Browns' talent is very good. But it comes down to experience, pedigree, etc., etc. Vegas has the win total for the Steelers at 9 games, which is the same as the Browns. However, I like the over with the Steelers more than I do with the Browns.